We're going to set up Secretary Donovan. HUD Secretary is about to speak. Today I'll live stream this. Homeless services is behind the time in technology, and this way, you know, this stuff needs to get out on the web, and this is what I do. This is all trial and error since I traveled the country. Found out what worked and what didn't.
As you know, HUD has 13 different deep rental assistance programs, each with its own rules, administered by 3 different operating divisions that contract with more than 20,000 separate entities. No one would ever set up a system this complicated intentionally. Everyone who's homeless does share one thing in common. They lack housing they can afford. That's one big reason I told this audience last year that the time had come to put the federal government back in the business of building and preserving affordable housing.
Given the economic calamity that we lived through, suburban and rural areas, homelessness has been growing faster than in anywhere else. Oftentimes what stands between a family staying in their home and becoming homeless might be one utility bill. It might be 1 month's rent. There is a new face to homelessness, and there's a new reality to homelessness.
We had an apartment for a little while since last year, and we had to move out of it because of our SMUD bill. It went up too high.
Where we had an apartment, we had TV, we had cable, we had everything. But right now, the economy is very bad.
You have, this kind of crazy parallel universe where in many communities where you have the highest rates of foreclosure, you also have very high and growing rates of homelessness. And of course they're related, and why can't we find a solution that creates a common solution for both dilemmas?
Just last week, HUD announced nearly $190 million in new grants to assist hundreds of local homeless assistance programs across the country. We have a remarkable new tool in our arsenal, the Homeless Prevention and Rapid Rehousing Program, part of President Obama's Recovery Act, which I'm proud to announce today has helped prevent and end homelessness for nearly 500,000 people since it became law last year.
I went from being homeless on the street and hungry to being in a home because I got the home first.
A chronic homeless person, that person is costing you as a taxpayer $40,000 a year. Instead of having a regular doctor, they're going to the emergency room. The number of nights they're sleeping in a jail or a shelter when they could be in an apartment. We can not only house that person and in that housing help them deal with the long-term substance abuse or mental illness that they've been struggling with, help them get back to work for the first time maybe in a decade or more. But we can also save you money as a taxpayer. And that's a powerful moral and economic argument. And it's an argument that's winning at a time when very few things people actually agree on here in Washington.
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
To find a job, me and my fiance both want to find work right now. And be stable and not have to, okay, my last wish is never have to be on the street again. So.
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
Not to be in this position, be better than what we're
just
doing.
Be at home.
And love the people that we've met.
And Anita, your only wish is to have a home?
Yep.
Well, thank you very much for talking.
You bet.